Okay, we've all been there, right? It's late at night, you get this massive burst of motivation, you make these huge, life-changing plans, and then a few days later, you're right back where you started. Well, today we're going to dig into why we all struggle so much with consistency, and more importantly, how to actually fix it. You know the feeling. You're lying in bed, you are just so fired up, and you map out this perfect plan. Tomorrow, you're going to wake up early, you're going to hit the gym, you're going to start that big project. But after a couple of days, that fire just fizzles out. It is the most frustrating cycle of starting strong and then, well, stopping. But here's the thing. What if I told you this has nothing to do with being lazy or not having enough willpower? The problem isn't you, it's the system you're trying to use. And the real issue has been hiding in plain sight this whole time. This creates this vicious cycle, doesn't it? You start, you stop, and then you beat yourself up thinking you just don't have the discipline. But what's really happening is with every single attempt, you are accidentally training your brain that quitting is the normal thing to do. So let's get into why our brains are even wired this way in the first place. All right, let's pull back the curtain and look at the real culprit behind all our inconsistency. And trust me on this, it is not what you think it is. Now, this is a total game changer. We blame ourselves for being lazy, but our brain is just doing the job it was programmed to do for thousands of years, keep us alive. And a huge part of survival is saving energy for when you really need it. And that's exactly why your brain fights you on new habits. Mindlessly scrolling on your phone? Easy, takes no energy. A brand new, intense workout routine? Whoa, that's hard. That costs a lot of energy. Your brain will always, and I mean always, push you down the path of least resistance, which, let's be honest, usually leads straight to the couch. So this basic biological wiring, it leads to the single biggest mistake that almost all of us make when we try to build a new habit or just be more consistent. We wait to feel like it. We wait for that lightning bolt of motivation to strike. But you know, relying on motivation is like trying to sail a ship by only using random gusts of wind. A system, though. A system is your engine. It works whether the wind is blowing or not. So the big question is, how do we build a system that can outsmart our brain's ancient, energy-saving default setting? How do we work with our biology instead of constantly fighting it? Well, it all boils down to three simple but really powerful fixes. These three steps are designed to just systematically remove all the friction, all the resistance. The whole point is to make being consistent feel almost effortless, so your energy-saving brain doesn't even bother to put up a fight. Okay, let's break them down one by one. First step, and this one sounds a little crazy, but it's crucial, make it too easy to fail. I mean ridiculously small. You want to exercise more? Forget the hour-long workout. Your new goal is 5 push-ups. That's it. You want to read more? Don't commit to a chapter. Just read one single page. Okay, for our second fix, we get rid of decisions. See, making choices drains your mental energy, so just take the choice out of the equation. Instead of saying, I should probably study today, your plan becomes, at 7 p.m., I will sit at my desk and open my book. When the action becomes automatic, discipline isn't even required anymore. And that leads us perfectly into our third fix. You have to track your small wins. Get a calendar, and every single day you do your tiny habit, you put a big X over that day. Your brain absolutely loves visual proof of progress. It creates momentum, and that momentum is what builds real, lasting confidence. Now look, these 3 fixes are incredibly powerful on their own, but this isn't just about checking off boxes or finding some clever life hacks. No, this is about something much, much deeper. It's about something that can permanently change how you see yourself. If you only take away one thing from all of this, let it be this right here. The goal is not a perfect workout. The goal is not a flawless study session. The goal is simply to show up, especially on the days you don't feel like it. See, every time you read that one page, you're not just reading, you are casting a vote for being a reader. Every time you do those 5 push-ups, you are casting a vote for being the kind of person who exercises. This isn't really about the habit, it's about the identity that the habit builds. So I'm going to leave you with that question to think about. Real, lasting change doesn't come from giant, heroic leaps. It comes from tiny, repeatable actions that build on each other, day after day after day. So pick your one thing, start small, be patient, and just let your new system do the heavy lifting.